Hello everyone. Today we're doing WWE tier list. So we're gonna rank the best wrestlers of all time list. So I did not pick these wrestlers, but it is there, as you can see. So I'll only be ranking these, and Omer is here to help me. But yes, I'll be taking the lead on this one. So let's start. Um, I'm
I
gonna
know some
start.
of
What's
these.
that?
I say I know some of these, so I can
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, most of these are very famous anyway. Like, for example, The Rock, right?
Would he be a goat or would he be a great?
You know what? Most people will say he's a GOAT, but I'm gonna put him as in great just because I think there's more iconic wrestlers, and also he's wrestler slash movie star, and I'm more like looking at wrestlers who wrestled for a long time, because he wrestled for kind of long time, but then he went to do movies, and there are people who wrestlers like, for example, where is the Undertaker? Right, I can't see him here. If you see him, let me know. Where's he? Oh, here. So Undertaker, obviously goat, right? I can't put The Rock in the same category with the Undertaker, so I think that's pretty fair. Let's see who else. Ric Flair, I'll put him in the goats. He wrestled for the longest time, probably, and pretty iconic, I would say.
Ric
So he's a
Flair.
goat.
Ric Flair.
Let's see. So, like,
What about like Randy Orton, for example? A goat.
do you see Randy Orton? I don't
Um,
see him.
yeah,
Oh, it's here. Yes.
that's Randy Orton, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Um. You know what? Yes, I will put him in the goat category. Um. Some people might get mad that oh, why'd you put The Rock in great, but Randy Orton in goat? Randy Orton is better. He's been wrestling for a long time, and he's not leaving anytime soon. So, also Randy Orton, 14-time world champion, 16-time, whatever, like almost there, almost a record with John Cena and Ric Flair. Which actually, I'll put John
Oh yeah,
Cena
John. Yeah.
in the goats. Honestly, in my mind, like as a wrestler, I like him a lot, but I would put him in great. But I can't deny the fact that he's the record-holding world champion with Ric Flair, and Randy Orton is pretty much up there too with them. So he's in the goat category as well. Let's see, Rey Mysterio right here, right? So he's my favorite wrestler, by the way. Let that be known. But again, I have to put him in the greats because he didn't win as many championships. He didn't, he's not as successful as these guys. But he's my favorite, and he's been doing this for 30, 40 years, 30 years. And, he's a high flyer, and high flyers only do it for like maybe 7 years. So those stem cell therapies are working for him.
What about?
Um,
I think goat. I know
who?
recently he was the champion for a long time. Roman Reigns, right?
Oh, the tribal chief. Where is my tribal chief?
He has to be.
Um,
He has to be one of the goats for
Oh,
all of
are
them.
you serious? He's not here. What? Okay, guys, I'm very disappointed in this list because the tribal chief isn't here. Um, Unfortunately, he would have his own category saying tribal chief, but yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. So CM Punk, right? He's one of my favorites. That's why, and I think he's very controversial. I'm gonna put him in greats. Even though some people really hate him, some people really like him, and there's no in between really. But you can't deny that wherever he goes, he causes chaos, he causes controversy, and he brings eyeballs to the product. So CM Punk is a great
Wasn't
wrestler.
wasn't he fired for a long time from
So what
WWE?
happened is he walked out of the show because of health reasons, and like they really burned the bridges with WWE. And then after like 10 years, he went to AEW, the competitor. I mean, not really a competitor, but and he did pretty good there until he got into a fight, backstage fight, and he got fired from there as well. Um, and now, like 3-4 months after that, he came back to WWE. So, and then he got injured in his first match. So, but I did go to a show, which was not televised. It's a house show with him. He was pretty good. So yeah, that's the story. But he's back in WWE now. So, the great Cali, I'm gonna put it not at full potential. Um, I don't think I need to explain that. I think it was good, but he could have been much better. Let's see, Seth Rollins. I'm gonna put him in a great workhorse. Bret Hart. Is it GOAT or great? I'm kind of on the fence about this. I'm gonna put him in great. Triple H, again, great. I can't see the face, but I think this is Rob Van Dam. I'll say good, but not great. Chris Jericho. Oof. You know what? I'll put him in great because he did it in 2 different companies. That's pretty impressive, and he's a very selfless wrestler. Big Show, not at full potential, unfortunately. I love them, but they didn't use him right. The Phenomenal One. People are gonna get mad. I'm sorry, but that's AJ Styles. Good, but not great. I know people love him. He would be great, but yeah, I'm gonna put it there. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think he has many championships in WWE. But yeah, I would put him in great, but so close.
Where's Shawn Michaels? I know that's one.
Where is Shawn Michaels? They don't have Shawn Michaels either. This is so BS. Kevin Nash, trash. Alberto Del Rio, trash. He
Wait,
also went to prison.
who's other trash? First one.
Kevin Nash, he's like,
Uh,
okay, in his time, he was okay. But like right now, he's like a little grumpy old man, which annoys me. He also
So-
says a lot of bad things about CM Punk.
So there's no Shawn Michaels?
No, they didn't put Shawn Michaels here.
What about Stone Cold Steve Austin? That's one.
Right here.
Okay.
Of
Yeah,
course, GOATs.
Yeah.
I would say if there's a Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, as you can see, there's 5 here. I would maybe take out Randy Orton and go with these 4. They are the GOATs.
What about Hulk Hogan? Wouldn't it be in Mount Rushmore?
Okay. I'm going to be biased here. Trash. You
That's
know
Hulk
why?
Hogan?
Yes, Hulk Hogan.
Isn't he the most
Uh,
famous wrestler of all time? Like,
I
if
mean,
you ask like anybody that I know he was like an icon, not just wrestling wise. So
yeah, he was an icon. I know, like people would argue that he's in the Mount Rushmore, and if I'm unbiased, I would put him on great, right? But the main problem I have with him is he's very he's not selfless at all. When they say you're gonna lose this match to elevate other young wrestlers, he always said, "No, I'm not losing, brother." You know, so he always stepped over a lot of people, and many of these people did, but like he did it in a way where he didn't allow anyone else to rise up in the industry, and I think he's overrated. His finisher is overrated, so I'm gonna put him in trash. Anyone gets mad, I'm sorry. It's just how it is, Uh, is it Baron Corbin? I think so. Trash. Whatever. Dean Ambrose, John Moxley in AEW. I would say.
wait, that's Shield, right? One of the Shield.
Yeah. I like how they have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and not Roman Reigns and like, because Roman Reigns would be up here now. But yeah,
Yes.
he's, by the way, Dean Ambrose is under John Moxley. His real name. He's in AEW. He's their top star or one of the top stars. But again, I don't think he's great as Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan. Oh, this is tough. Okay, I think he had a great year when he was in WWE, but I don't think he had the same momentum after a while. So his peak was pretty short. So that's why I'm going to put him in.
He's at a different company too now, right? Is he at AEW?
Yeah, same company. He's actually on like the board there, and he's like high up. And I watch his matches there too. Like he's absolutely great in that sense, but I just think that he didn't have the heat for too long. I think he's a great technical wrestler, but I think if he stayed in WWE and if he continued his heat, I would put him in great because I really like him. Actually, I wouldn't put him here, but yeah, he had some really bad years. So Edge, mm, I'm between goats and great for Edge, but I'm gonna do great. Um, so many times world champion. I think actually, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna say Ghost just because I think he's the number one person to win the championships. He has the most championships in history. Um, After R-Truth, actually, R-Truth has the most championships history because he has the 24/7 title for like 50 times. So, but yeah,
So
you guys.
Arthur is the goat.
Archer is the most decorated champion technically in WWE because they gave him like so the person who shall not be named, Vince McMahon, loved him so much because he was really funny. He made a title for him, which you can basically like it's a 24/7 title, so anyone can challenge you in any time. So he used to like lose it one week, gain it another week, lose it to someone else, gain it again. So he won it like 50 times. Yeah. Kane. So this is unmasked Kane. I'm gonna say not full potential, and this is masked Kane. I'm gonna say great. Um, Brock Lesnar. So this man's also in a lot of heat right now. Um, I'm gonna put him in greats just because.
Is he still wrestling? Or I know he had that same thing. Like he was involved with the same problem with Vince McMahon, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that side really, like what happened. But because if I knew that it was true, he would go here on trash. But just wrestling wise, and also he's a UFC champion too, absolute beast. I would say great. I would have to put him in great. Kurt Angle, great. Not even a question. Batista. You know what? I will say I would put him in good but not great, right? But I don't think he ever reached his potential. Also because he left really early. He could have wrestled for like 10, 15 more years. But he went to Hollywood. But yeah, I think if he wrestled all that time, he would be great. And remember, this doesn't necessarily mean that he's worse than any of these people. This means that he didn't reach his full potential. Roddy Piper, I would say great. He's a legend. And Mankind or many other names, I will say great for him as well. There we go. This is the full list. We got 6 goats. I'm still not sure about Edge, but the first 5 definitely, no questions asked. A lot of greats, since this is the greatest wrestlers of all time list. Good but not great. Rob Van Dam, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, or John Moxley. Again, AEW names. I'm kind of sad that I put them there. I like all of them actually, but it happens. Not full potential and trash. I wish there was a separate category for Kevin Nash because I really think he's pretty bad. But that's the list, everyone, for WWE greatest wrestlers. I think I was pretty fair. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one.